or the industrial world was just going too fast maybe for everybody. And so about that time is when our language got crystallized in time, and it's at that time that our language started radically fading off the face of the earth. And so when we quit adapting and changing, that's when our language began to die. And if you can't allow a change and all that, you may want to respect this elder, which is your thing, but you may want to teach your young people and the new upcoming people that it's important to adapt to change. It's important to keep a way of doing it, but adapt to change. It's good if you have a little bit of a linguistic research background, like say if you went to Berkeley and you learned a little bit about that, and when you know that you're making words for profession, you put those little suffixes on them that turns them into people, or you put those little suffixes on it that turns it into a tool, because you have all those things that fit in the language, and you make those. You have to learn and know enough about the language to know what words make words, and how that language works on words. Like for instance in Hupa, something, it goes by the shape. Their whole way of thinking is so completely foreign to us that it's a cylinder and full and empty and all this different stuff. It's a way different way of thinking than us, and their verbs are made that way, and their nouns are made that way because their concepts are different than ours. In Karuk, there's a lot of directionalities that is getting lost at a rapid pace because it's so complex that the modern mind can't seem to conceive them fast enough.
Right. Yeah, so you do need to know the old people made up words at the drop of a hat, but it would be description words. It's not like you're making something up from scratch, but the refrigerator might in one language be the thing that hums, or in another language the thing that keeps things cold.
You put together your restoration committee, and your restoration committee deals with those situations, and they have to be authorized by your council and told that eventually that is a future project, but you're going to deal with doing everything you can on the things. And with Karuks, we put in the English word, or sometimes we'll just, like apple pie is apple pie. So we just don't like fooling around with a whole bunch of stuff like that that's going to mind boggle your head. We'd just rather just do something and be on the other side, So, it's funny how we are, but we're just that way. We just like to. Computer could be computer law. We don't care. We don't care about making a 50-mile word for it. We just want to get on the other side and not deal with all these modern things because most of the elders can't stand it. They can't stand dealing with it. They go, fax machine, don't even tell me what it is. I don't want to look at that thing. I don't know what it is. Don't describe it to me,
And also, why do you want to learn your language? For many people, they want to learn their language because they're trying to get back to a way of life and a value system that's more traditional. And so maybe focusing as much as possible on things that allow you to do traditional activities and so on in the language is one of the best ways to go. Again, you have to decide these things.
But also when you're taking back the present, though, there are some things, because, I always do the talk, when I say, I wanted to learn all these esoteric things about the language, I wanted to learn how to pray and how to tell stories and how to do all these really elaborate Kaduk things, and I learned how to say, I had pancakes for breakfast and went to the gas station or something, and I didn't really mean to do that, but the thing is when you're taking back the present, those are some things in the present and you just can't really, you either use the English or you just get past it because you're taking back the present, you're not living 200 years ago. So sometimes you do have to do some of that modern things when you're expressing yourself in the here and now, but then, if it's really good to focus on doing traditional activities because then you don't have to go through so much pain of this stuff. And no way, 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 and no
Keep cool this summer and feed your brain by registering now at Mendocino College. Summer classes begin Monday, June 20th. Register now in person or by using Telreg or use their website. With plenty of financial aid to assist you, register as soon as possible for the best class selection at either location. For more information, call 468-3000.